Good morning, everybody. Thought I would take you on a little tour of the garden and show you what high humidity and overcast skies do. This is Queen's Wreath, and it's really showing a lot of foliage. Over here we got a bunch of these wild petunias in here, and they're just blazing away with the purple flowers like crazy. It's a totem pole cactus, serious cactus. Got a nub coming out the side here. Looks like maybe the growth tip got sunburned and had to start coming out the side of it. Over here we got the iris is still pretty much dormant for the summer. Up in here is some vinca. Those of you who've been to the Big Island will see a lot of these growing along the roadsides. Wild, I guess they're indigenous to that area. Over here we got another one of those wild petunias that are just blazing away with those violet flowers. Pam likes them because they match the paint job. There's another one coming out, and up here is a lipstick plant. This one doesn't have a lot of flowers on it, but it's a few that's blooming. Looks good. I wanted to show you this little modification that I did to my bird bath. I actually put a drain in it. It's got to be some way to empty the bird bath easily if you want to keep one, because cleaning them without any drain at all is it's just too big a task, and people don't usually do that. I had a heck of a time finding another rubber stopper, which was about 2¼ inches in diameter, and then went over to the plumber's supply in Grant Road and looking for that stopper, and the guy at the desk said, "Why don't you just put a drain in it?" And boy, oh boy, did that work. That's great. Can't do anything with this thing. This is I'll come back to that in a minute when I remember the name of it. Over here is Jimson weed. I think I took a picture of this the other day when it had one flower blooming on it. Sure is pretty stuff. Over here is another one of the many desert bird of paradise we have growing in the yard, and they're just wild. They're not the red ones. These yellow ones with the brilliant red stamens is not, I don't think, not the most popular ones. And down here we got a bougainvillea that I just won't free up from all the Bermuda that's coming up around it. And this bougainvillea it's not much of a bloomer. Over here in here we got some other unknown kind of Sirius that has had some frost damage. Another one of those wild petunias. Those things, they get these seed pods that dry out, and then when they get a little bit wet, they pop and they blow all those seeds all over the place. So they come up voluntarily around the garden. And here's a variegated agave, and somewhere in here, man, there's a big flower stalk gonna come out sometime soon. But I watered this every day, and it seems to like it. Over here is one of his pups coming up, so when that does go to flower and kill the plant, I'm gonna have another one right there waiting for that to take its place. this is pretty. I'm going to come back to that one too. I can't remember the name of this right away. Down here we got this thornless cactus that's also Pam's got growing all over the yard. If you look closely, you can see growth tips have been nibbled by those stink bugs that come up and get around the yard. Okay, bye-bye.